Yo, what is up guys? I'm here finally back with a new video. I know it's been a minute. That's the point of this video. I'm gonna work on the car today, but while I work on the car, I'm gonna give you a little life update, where I've been, what I've been doing, and most importantly, why I've been off this YouTube stuff. Let's get this car jacked up and then we'll get started. Honestly, right off the bat, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I've quit my trucking job. It's been like that for the past 3 months. That explains why you guys probably haven't seen any new videos lately. I wanna talk more about that. So let's start right off the bat with what's trucking's been for me. It's honestly been 5 years of me being in the trucking scene. Quite a few years if you think about it. I got my license back in, I believe it was right after COVID. And it's been a great opportunity to say the least. But I believe my time has come to leave, and is why I took that jump forward. So personally, what got me into truck driving was obviously financial reasons. It was an opportunity that came by and I took advantage of it. I met a lot of cool people, and most importantly, I got exposed to contractors, many people that are successful business owners, and well, you learn a lot. You're around those type of people and your eyes begin to open. Very happy that I got into truck driving. It opened so many doors, from connections to just overall like making me who I am today, which is, at the end of the day, I'm very grateful for that. Now, while I gained a lot from this, I think time came that it was time to leave. So I did. A lot of people thought I was crazy. A lot of people said, what are you gonna do? Now, little heads up. I've kind of been wanting to do this for the past year now. And I kind of prepared for it in a sense. I saved my money, I made sure I paid off any debt I had, and I just kind of got my mind in the right spot to be able to do such a thing. Well, because at the end of the day, as much as you want to plan, well, you're never gonna feel really ready for it. So that's what I did. I worked my ass off the past year. I saved my money, and we're 3 months in. Here comes your favorite part. Y'all gotta drop a comment, let me know how good or bad that was. Almost seems like each time it's my first time. It's pretty funny. Like I said, I've been thinking about this for the past year and a half maybe, but I've learned to kind of like control my emotions, handle it in a sense. While that might be good, it might also be bad for you. I like to think that, yeah, we should have control over our emotions, but we shouldn't silence them. And that's what I was doing this past year. I was silencing my emotions, began corrupting everything, like all the relationships I had at work, the way I did my work, everything went downhill. I wasn't being the person I aspired to be, just because I knew I just wanted to leave already. It eventually got to the point where I knew I needed to just take the leap. So I took it in a way that I felt like God aligned for me, because otherwise I wouldn't have taken it. It's bittersweet, but if you know you don't want to be somewhere anymore, why are you going to be there? You're only hurting yourself, you're hurting the people around you, not putting out the best work possible. So I know what you're probably asking or thinking, why would you do such a thing? You probably have a car payment, you have bills to pay, you need a job, you're done for leaving. There's always gonna be so many questions, but the thing you have to realize is you just need to take the jump. You can do better, or you wanna be somewhere else. Then how long are you going to wait for that to happen? Because the time is gonna continue passing. And if you don't take action, well, you might just get stuck there for the rest of your life. So you need to really ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price now or later? I said no. I said, fuck it. I have stuff to lose. But see, there's always gonna be something that'll hold you back. You're never gonna feel ready. You're never going to feel like it's the right time. But see, I believe everybody always will think that way. And the only way you're gonna learn is just taking action, right? So I made the choice without even thinking it too deeply. Like I said, I did kind of prepare for it, but not really. As much as I feel the world on top of me, I feel happy. Because at the end of the day, now I know I'm doing what I said I wanted to do for quite some time now. Now this leads me to my second point. This entrepreneurship isn't easy by any means, nor did I think it was, but it's a whole different game once you're actually in the pit, you feel me? But it's all right. You want to feel that. Now the reality is, when you decide to do things like this or take big actions, most of the times people are prepared for it, right? You save some money, kind of have something built on the side already, something that will probably make you some type of income. But me personally, I noticed I don't really take action unless I have a reason to. I had all these excuses. I wake up early, I get back home late, I don't have time, I don't have energy, I want to go to the gym, I want to do this, I want to do that. So maybe I wouldn't recommend doing it how I chose to do this, but at the end of the day, you need to know who you are, what you bring to the table, what you can do. Just ultimately, if you have the confidence in yourself that you always pull forward, chances are you will. So I took a chance on myself. Was it the best choice? Well, I think it's too early to know, but I guess we'll find out, right? Now, these past couple months for me have been As expected, eye-opening, right? You learn a lot about yourself. Have these past 3 months been easy for me? No, but when I decided to take this jump, I was realistic. I don't want to sugarcoat shit and tell you guys it's been easy, right? But one thing I can tell you is I've learned a lot about myself. I definitely have a fire in my ass now. And when you realize at the end of the day it's all up to you, well, let's just say you approach everything pretty different now. These past couple months, your emotions, like I said, you shouldn't listen to them, but there are days where they beat you. But see, this is where you need to learn how to use them to your advantage, because they're going to be unavoidable. But if you can at least use it to your own benefit, then you're already winning. So I did quit my job with at least knowing what I wanted to do next, but no actual plan of how I was going to get there. But see, that's the beauty of having pressure, right? I have a sticky note on my mirror. It says, pressure is privilege. Now, I've read it before, but I could never relate to it until, well, I decided to take the jump. So you can say there's some true meaning behind those words to me now. See, but I'm telling you all this, so if you're planning to do it, you can kind of have an idea of what to expect. And that's kind of what I want this channel to transition into. What it truly is to see and hear and understand what it is to truly be in the stage of your life where like I was at, and just kind of share my journey along the way. Hopefully kind of give you some clarity and help you guys be more prepared so when you guys decide to take the risk. So my reason of quitting was because I see way too many opportunities online now. And given that I think I'm pretty educated in the online space, I wanted to try my luck. Now, by any means, I don't want you guys to think or put fear in your minds of not to take the risk, but I just want you guys to be real with yourselves and just kind of understand that it is hard, but so is everything else in life, you get me? Staying there for 25 years if you don't want to be there is going to be really hard. Quitting your job is going to be hard. Trying to figure out what's next for you is going to be hard. It's all going to be hard. But at least I know that I'm in a spot where at least I have full control over it now. At the end of the day, everything is on me now. And I kind of like that. Why? Because I feel like that's what drives me personally. You need to learn how to manage your stress, how to manage your mindset. Otherwise, you're going to lose yourself. When you decide to take this leap of faith, I want you guys to at least have a great connection with your own minds and your emotions, and ultimately have confidence in yourself that you know you will make it out alive regardless of what comes your way. So that's kind of what I have built in me, that I don't know where or how or what, but I have this belief in me that I'll figure it out one way or another. And I think that's the best thing you can take from this video. Ultimately, having that confidence in yourself and that belief in yourself, you truly will figure it out. You know, our minds are really powerful, and if we don't know how to channel all this negativity, the anger, these negative thoughts, it'll eat you alive, and it'll keep you in a spot that you might stay there for the rest of your life if you don't know how to control it. So I want you guys to learn more about yourself. Learn what you like, what you don't like, what pisses you off, what doesn't, what drives you, what makes you feel like shit, what makes you complacent. Ask yourself questions. Give yourself time to truly like explore your mind. You'll learn something about yourself. 9 out of the 10 times it'll be something beneficial for you. Even if it's a problem, you can learn from it. Your reactions tell you a lot about yourself. Use it to your advantage. Now, as much as these past months have been quote unquote difficult, because they are, I've actually managed to get more shit done than I've ever done in the past 2 years. But one lesson I want to share with you today is one of the bigger lessons I've learned is that good things take time. Building good things takes time. And I've learned this, I might have been a little bit delusional in the beginning. And while I'm not doubting, a lot of people do find success pretty quickly, but that's not the case for many people. I hope that's the best case for you. But again, I don't want you to think it'll happen in a blink of an eye, because it actually doesn't. And that's something I've learned. And I want you to know that maybe you won't get it right the first time. You need to realize that this stage of your life is going to be a lot of trial and error, but you need to see it as in a time to learn more about yourself. Understand that it's a process, but it's for the better, because ultimately you're going to end up in something you truly do like that you wouldn't have known otherwise without trying. These past couple of months for me have been not so much focused on success, but more importantly about trying to learn and figure out what does work and what doesn't work. So just be open to the idea that maybe the first thing you set out to do might or might not actually work. And it might not actually be what you thought it was going to be. And that's okay, because you wouldn't have known otherwise unless you started. So just take the action. Just jump in. You'll figure it out as you go. And that's been the case with me. Now I want you to understand one thing. There's going to be plenty of times where you're going to question whether it was the right choice or not, whether what you're doing is going to work. But see, that's all part of this journey. You need to realize that everyone who is successful in whatever business they may have also went through what you're going to or are currently going through. And when you realize that, it gives you that much more reassurance that you got to pull through and that you're not giving up until you truly find a way, find your way. Your why has to be in the front of your mind. Whether that's because you want to be your own boss, because you want a better future for you, you want a better future for your family. Do not lose sight of why you decided to take this risk in the first place. Now, from all the startups I've had, I've learned more about myself and what I like and what I don't like. And I have a big announcement at the end of this video, introducing my new business that I'll be documenting the journey on here. The good, the bad, the ugly. Not only to inspire you guys, but so that you guys can learn from my own fuck-ups and avoid as many possible on your own journey. This leads me to my final point of this video. Enjoy the process and have fun with it, because the now is all you have. It's all you ever will get. You know, starting this journey, you obviously come with the intention of wanting to prove yourself to the world, to the people around you. But in that, you get lost in the main point of all this, which is having fun with it. Now, don't get me wrong, don't lose that drive in you, but just learn to embrace the now, because this is the whole fun of it. Be present, don't turn away from it, because we both know you'll reach the end goal ultimately. And trust me, it'll come quick. See, don't get lost in that. We live our lives wishing already with the end goal, but we fail to realize that the end goal is only worth it because everything it took to get there. And I don't want you guys to make the mistake of doing that, because this process, although it might feel long in the beginning, before you know it, you're going to wish you would have been more present during these times. From all the business owners that I've talked to that have the cars, have the houses, have the money, they've all told me the same thing, and it's they wish they would have been more present during the process. They wish they would have paid more closer attention to it all. Because although you're going through hardships during the process of your come up, they all told me it was the most enjoyable, because there was actually a challenge. There was something to look forward to each day that you wanted to tackle or figure out. So if it's one thing you take from this video, enjoy the process, because time goes quick. And like I said, before we know it, we'll be at our end destination, right? And you're going to look back and you're not going to know where time went by. You're going to realize that this was the whole point of everything. People you meet along the way, the stuff you learn about yourself, things you experience. That's what truly matters at the end of the day. They're probably asking what's next for me, right? This channel is going to be a creative outlet for me. Not only to document my journey, which I know is going to be a fun one, to be able to look back eventually on the videos, but to be able to help you guys start it on your own paths and help inspire and show you guys that it is possible if you guys truly want it bad enough. I want this channel to be a safe place for all you guys to come and help you guys keep pushing, help you guys keep going, even when you feel like there's no solution or you don't know how you're gonna figure it out. That being said, I want to end this video with letting you guys know that I will be creating a new series on this channel to document my journey of my new brand. I'm not revealing a name yet, but we're currently working on the logo. I will have that for you guys later on this month. I'm gonna be documenting with every single little bit of it. I hope you guys grab something good out of this video. I said my intention with this channel is to help inspire whoever may be listening and watching, and just to show you that it's possible. It may not be quick, it may not be easy at times, but I think one thing's for sure, that if we really want it bad enough, we'll find a way to get it done. Thank you guys for watching the video. Next video will be this month, later this month, and it'll be the introduction of a new series that I'm bringing to the channel, which will be called Building the Brand. Like I said, it's gonna be car related for all my car people that are watching. It's definitely gonna be a journey, a fun one for sure. Take this as a sign, take the leap, have faith in yourself, have faith in God, and take action. Let's get it, bro. We only live one life. Although I'm not where I want to be at, or we're not where we want to be at yet, the day will come as long as we're taking action. I hope I inspire you guys to do something your own lives as well.